Hey everyone, welcome back to another Kurt on Cougs. We're previewing a big matchup for the Cougars on a Friday night, taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. Now, quick review of last week. I know we haven't really done that yet. Overall, I feel like it was a solid win. Winning on the road in the Big 12 is tough, especially against a talented team like Colorado. Caden Salter looked really good, but I love the adjustments the BYU defense made after allowing those couple early touchdowns. And yeah, some great plays down the stretch by guys like Jack Kelly, Isaiah Glasker. As the Cougars end up winning that one, Bear Bachmeyer continues to impress as a freshman. Seems to have quite a high ceiling. And yeah, that all leads up. Cougars now ranked number 23 in the country, coming into a big matchup against West Virginia. West Virginia, a team that's kind of reeling just a little bit, dealing with a lot of injuries. And they've also just barely gotten totally blown out by Utah last week at their own place. So this is going to be quite a challenging game for them. Still, though, got to always watch out for the upset. Cougars are definitely capable of winning this one, but it isn't going to be easy. So here's how I view this matchup. For one thing, on defense, this West Virginia team isn't particularly good on defense. They got a bunch of playmakers, but just overall haven't had a lot of success. This is a game where I feel like once again BYU is going to need to rely heavily on the ground game, which is somewhere that West Virginia has struggled against. And then also mixing in some play action has been something that's gone really well for Bear Bachmeyer. One of the things that the West Virginia does well on defense is getting to the quarterback. They're one of the top teams in the nation in that. One problem for them is that Bear Bachmeyer has been doing really well on his passes when he has been blitzed. When the defense doesn't drop as many guys into coverage, he's been picking them apart. So, yeah, so I feel like there's a pretty good chance that Bear can go out there and do some pretty good things. In the meantime, when West Virginia has the ball, for one thing, they'll be starting, I believe, their third quarterback of the year due to injury issues. That's kind of why they're here now. So I believe this is a redshirt freshman making his first start on the road. That's a tough situation. Came into the year as a third-string quarterback. So that's going to be a little bit tough for them. But West Virginia does have one of the most versatile and explosive ground attacks in the country. This is a team that has been doing really well in that category. So, yeah, the BYU run defense going up against Virginia's strength. West Virginia's strength. So yeah, excited to see how that matchup goes. I feel like the Cougars should be able to win that battle. But it'll definitely be a critical one in this. Speaking of critical, these are my deciding factors for tonight's game. Number one, like I just talked about, stopping West Virginia's ground attack. I feel like if you can force a young quarterback to have to make his throws while putting West Virginia out of their comfort zone, the Cougars should have a pretty good chance to win this one comfortably. In the meantime, on offense, I think it's going to be a big key to capitalize on opportunities. I believe that's one thing that this BYU offense has struggled with a little bit this year. They've gotten short fields and only been able to turn them into field goals. It feels like you got to do a little more than that. And I feel like that's one thing that could allow West Virginia into this game. If you're settling for field goals and not touchdowns, yeah. So I think that's going to be really important. And my third one, another big difference in these teams is that BYU has been really good in metrics such as time of possession and field position. So holding onto the ball well and getting it in a good spot, pinning your opponent, something the Cougs have been really good at, and something West Virginia has really struggled at. They've been one of the worst field position teams and time management teams in the country. So I feel like if the Cougars can dominate in that respect, they should also be very well set up. So those are my deciding factors for tonight's game. My bold prediction is that I'm predicting that the Cougars will have a special teams touchdown tonight. Yeah. And final score prediction, I'm predicting something around like 38-10 for BYU. I think they win this one comfortably. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and be back later tonight with a post-game cooldown. Let's go Cougs.